Thank you for coming to my informative speech. Today I will be talking to you about volleyball and everything there is to know about the game. I've been playing volleyball for the majority of my life. Over the past 12 years, I've learned so much about the sport. I have not only learned the rules like the back of my hand, I have learned many strategies to the game, and I've also recently researched the history behind volleyball. Let's talk about the history. It was originally called Minitonet. It was invented in 1985 by William G. Morgan. During a demonstration game, someone remarked to Morgan that the players seemed to be volleying the ball back and forth, so volleyball would be a better name for the sport. Morgan's original idea of the game was to be a combination of basketball, baseball, tennis, and handball. The game was quite a bit different from then to it was now. It was played on a smaller court, 25 by 50 feet, and the net was 6 foot 6 inches high. The players could have a limited number of players on the court and with a limited number of hits. Each game was broken up into 9 innings. Each of these innings were made of 3 outs, or serves. These serves could be helped over the net by any player if the ball couldn't quite get it over the net. Now that we've talked about the history behind volleyball, let's talk about some rules. There are 6 players on the court at all times, 3 in the front row and 3 in the back row. Points are made after every serve from the winning rally team. There are 3 hits max per side. One player cannot hit the ball 2 times in a row. The ball can be played off any part of your body, but it cannot be held, caught, or thrown. If the ball is hit outside the antenna or outside of the boundary line, it is considered out. If the ball is hit inside the antenna, inside the boundary line, or on the line, it is considered in. The ball can be also played off the net at any point of time, but the ball can not be blocked on a serve. Players can switch positions after the serve is put into play. So if there's 2 players in the back row that want to switch positions, they can. If there's 2 players in the front row that want to switch positions, they also can. But players cannot switch front row to back row. Matches are made up of sets. The number of sets you play depends on the level of play. 3-set matches are 2 games to 25, and the 3rd game is to 15. The first team to win 2 sets wins. 5-set matches are 4 games to 25, and the 5th set is to 15. The first team to win 3 sets wins. Matches also must be won by 2 points. So if it's 25 to 25, someone has to get 27 before they win. Or if it's 15 to 15, someone has to get 17. Now that you know the rules behind volleyball, let's talk about the strategies. So the most common strategy is bump set spike. The bump usually comes from the back row or the libero. The libero is known for the girl in the different colored shirt, but she has the most ball control on the court. The next is the set. The set comes from the setter. The setter is the quarterback on the court, and she runs most of the plays. The next thing is the hit. There are 3 hitters on the court. There is a middle, an outside, and a right side. The middle is the tallest girl on the court, and she also can hit the hardest. Then there is an outside. The outside is the girl that gets most of the balls. So if there is a crappy pass and the setter can't quite get to the ball, it usually goes to the outside. The next hitter is the right side. The right side is not always there because if the setter is in the front row, then there is no right side. But if the setter is in the back row, then there is a right side. The right side is usually left-handed too. So I want to thank you for the journal written by Jonathan Reisher, The Rules of Volleyball. And now that you know the rules, the strategies to the game, and the history behind it, I hope you understand the sport a little bit better. Today I provided you with information behind volleyball. As I stated in my introduction, I've been playing volleyball for 12 years now and know the sport very well. I hope you understand a little bit more about volleyball now that I've shared my knowledge with you. Thank you for coming to my informative speech.